ये वेबसाइट का लिंक है, ठीक है। आपको यहाँ पे वेबसाइट का लिंक है, ये लिखना है और फिर स्लैश डाल करके आप जिस लैंग्वेज के लिए हैं वो आपको डालना है, ठीक है। जैसे मैं एग्जांपल के लिए आपको हिंदी, मैथिली, जैसे आपको मैथिली करना है तो मैथिली लिख के क्लिक कीजिएगा, तो यहाँ देखिए आ जाएगा लॉगिन फॉर मैथिली लैंग्वेज। जैसे कोई लोग अगर हिंदी के लिए है तो वो हिंदी लिखेंगे और इंटर करेंगे तो लॉगिन फॉर हिंदी लैंग्वेज आ जाएगा। तो आप जिस भी लैंग्वेज के लिए हैं
सर चैट बॉक्स में आप एक बार भेज देते।
लिंक अभी नहीं भेजेंगे सर, फिर आप लोग पहले स्टेप देख लीजिए, फिर चैट बॉक्स में, व्हाट्सएप में, सब जगह हम लिंक आपको भेज देंगे, ठीक है। तो आपको क्या करना है अभी, यहाँ अभी ट्राई नहीं कीजिएगा, सभी लोग अभी सिर्फ स्टेप को फॉलो करेंगे, देखेंगे। मैं आपको फिर इस सेशन के बाद ट्राई करने का समय दूंगा, आप वहां पे ट्राई कीजिएगा, फिर जो प्रॉब्लम होगी वहां पे हम लोग सही करेंगे, ठीक है। तो सबसे पहले आपको क्या करना है, यहाँ पे अपना लिंक जो आपको प्रोवाइड किया जाएगा उसमें आप यहाँ लिखेंगे। लास्ट में देखिए मैं आपको ये लिंक प्रोवाइड करा दूंगा चैट बॉक्स में, यहाँ से आपको स्लैश दे करके अपना लैंग्वेज जो है वो लिखना है और इंटर कर देना है। सॉरी, अच्छा आगे आपको क्या करना है, इंटर कर देना है। फिर आप यहाँ कंफर्म हो जाएगा कि आपका लैंग्वेज यहाँ दिख रहा है कि नहीं ऊपर, जैसे लॉग इन फॉर मैथिली लैंग्वेज। तो फिर आपको क्या करना है यहाँ पे, इंग्लिश, ओके। चलिए, तो व्हाट यू नीड टू डू, दिस इज द लिंक आई विल प्रोवाइड यू, व्हाट इज योर लैंग्वेज, based on that you should write here. Just for example, if your language is Maithili, you should write Maithili. If your language is Hindi, you should write Hindi. So for time being, I'm just taking example from Maithili. So you should click on Maithili and you can confirm before credential, before inputting the credential here, you should confirm login to that specific language. Then here you need to write your email ID. This email ID should be same which you have given at the time of registration, okay. Then in password options you need to input your mobile number, 10-digit mobile number. After that click on login button, okay. When first time you will log in, the screen will be like this. Here you can see the media screen, okay, and at the top you can see your name. What you need to do, first you need to input the media screen, as I told earlier, these are the media titles, okay, which you need to input. Like if you want to add a questions from these skills, so your media title will be like this, okay. So what you need to do, first you need to select the domain. So for time being your domain will be gender only, okay. Please mute your mic. Next, you need to select media type. Here there are many options. Just write down. The first option is audio. Audio is for listening questions. When you want to make a questions from listening skills, that time you need to select audio. Video for time being you need not to be select. Next is passage. Passage when you want to add a questions from reading skills, and especially poem, story, comprehension passages, summarize the passage, everywhere you need to select passage. Image, when you are making a questions based on describe the image, it may be from writing part or it may be from speaking part. So that time you need to select image. Speaking, so when you will select speaking, if you are asking a questions from any of these skills from speaking, like any of these topics, that time you need to select speaking. Next, reading. So when you are making a questions from this reading also, especially on spelling correction or sentence correction, that time you should select reading. Same when you are making a questions on this, like write about your family, arrange the following sentence and sentence transformation. That time you need to select writing. So these points are clear. Just for example, now I'm making a questions based on the passage. Passage may be a story, or it may be a poem, or it may be a comprehension passage, anything. So you need to click here. When you click on the passage, the interface should look like this. Okay. Here you need to type that passage and make sure when you are typing a passage, the script of that passage should be in your language only. Just for example, I'm just otherwise you can just type that passage in Word, or maybe that passage will be in Notepad. So what you need to do, just copy this passage and paste here. Sorry, I didn't copy. So Control C, here you need to paste this passage. Okay, here what you need to do, give the title. So this is a reading comprehension passage. The title should be RCP underscore. Okay, just follow the naming. So RCP reading comprehension passage underscore online shopping. Make sure the passage should be in your script, in your own language, but the title must be in English only or Roman script. Okay, so RCP underscore online shopping. So this way you can input the passage. So this passage may be a story, a poem. You have to follow the same step. After that, you need to click on submit media. Oh, wait a minute. So click on submit media. When you click on submit media, the second screen, please mute your mic. Second screen is question input screen. The last screen was media screen. This screen is question input screen. So in whole the this website web portal, there are only two screens: media screen and question input screen. So here what you need to do, you need to first select the domain. So last we select domain general. Here same you select the domain, and inside select media, all the media which you have inputted, that will be here. Okay, so the media which you have added last, that will be in the top. So here you can select RCP online shopping. So when you click here, so there are two options: select media or select passage. When you have added a passage, then you need to go there. When any questions will be based on any image file or maybe any audio file, then you need to select from here, select media. But this is the passage. So what you need to do, you need to click here and you can see this. So when you click on this select passage, that passage will come here. Okay. So what is the next process? Next, you need to select the level of proficiency. So for selecting level of proficiency, as I told you, there are you need to ask a questions from B1 and B2 level. So here B1 is secondary and B2 is higher secondary. Okay. So first, what you need to do, maybe if you sure that this passage is from B1 level, so what you will do, you just click on secondary. Next is select item format. So what will be the item format for these questions? So just refer to this sheet. So here I am asking a questions from comprehension passage. Okay. So what is the item format? This one is multiple choice, MC. So here what you will do, you just select multiple choice. And then this is select question type. Question type here inside the reading. This one is comprehension passage. So you need to click here, comprehension passage. As soon as you click here, comprehension passage, these questions instructions should come automatically. Okay, based on the language. Okay. In some languages, this field is not come automatically. For that language, I will give you the English instructions. You need to translate that instructions in your concerned language. Okay. So next is question items. So here, based on this passage, as I saw, there are many questions. So what you need to do, just it is better if you prepare questions first in your Word file, then you can copy paste. So it will be easy for you. So what you need to do here, you need to copy that questions and paste in the options, but in this here, then there are 4 options. As we say, this is multiple choice questions. So here are 4 options. So you can just copy here and paste. Okay. Before options, there isn't need to provide 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. It should not be there. You need to do directly type your options here. I will tell you next. Here. So this is the correct options. Okay. So the same things you should input in answer column. Okay. So next, this is next. It is asking marks and time. So for referring marks and time, you need to go this sheet only. Here you can see the comprehension passage 1 marks 1 minute. So what you will do here, you can put 1 and 1. After filling everything, you need to click on submit questions item. So after clicking on that button, you can see detail has been saved successfully. So you should directly click on OK. Again, on this same passage, if you want to add the questions, again you need to select general, again RCP online, here from passage, again the same, what was that, secondary, and this is multiple choice questions, same, you need to select here, same next questions. Okay, so I will just show you how you can, here you can see, and next, so, oh sorry. So this is the, and as Sakuntala ma'am told during her class, there should not be any pattern between the options. You can see the first question's correct option is C, here it is B. So like if this is not like A, every question's answer will be A only. So that pattern you have to avoid. So if this one is the correct, so here you can answer A and 1 and 1. So like this way you can input 4 questions or 5 questions, how I will say previously. Next, if you want to add a new media file, that time just go there and click to add new media, means new passage. Okay. And if you log in directly and you know that I have already.
Can you repeat, sir, once more the last sentence?
No, the thing is that when you have in this
Question and main are different.
Okay. So if you are in this screen and you want to add a new media file or add to new passage, at that time you need to go there. At the top of you can see your name, then click on the add media. Click to add media, click here, and again you will just switch. You can switch the screen. Like from media screen, you can switch to question screen, and from question screen, you can switch to media screen. Okay. Next is when you want to input a questions based on image. So based on image or any audio file. So that time you need to click on audio, and based on audio, you can say here only .mp3 file. And the file size must be 8 MB or less. Okay. File name must contain only English letters and numbers, no space. File name must not exceed 10 characters. So these are the some instructions what you need to follow at the time of uploading any media file. Okay. So if you want to upload a media file, just go there. Here. So wait a minute. This is set 7. So if you want to upload a media file, you can upload like this. Okay. Here, what you need to do, this is word underscore agar, and click submit here. Again, you can select here general. from here W agar, or from here MP3. Okay, again it is secondary. The question will be multiple choice, and select the word you hear. Here what you need to do, for example, you will type here, this is what is agar, magar, dagar. Okay, it may be kagar. Okay, so this type you can input, and this correct option is agar. Please mute your mic, ma'am. So here you can click here 1 and 1. Okay, so this type, this way you can input the questions. Okay, if you have inputted the questions, so I have shown you how you can input a audio type questions, how you can input a passage or poem type questions. Now I will say how you can input up questions where there will be no options. Okay, like some long answer questions. Just for example, speak a word. Okay, so here, when you are just selecting speak the word, that time there isn't any media file, or there will be not any passage type. So no need to select this. Here you can select a secondary, and here you can select simple questions, and here you can select speak the word given on the screen. Okay, you can see here there is no options for, there is no options button column. If you select from here like multiple choice questions, you can see that here you can see the options button. Okay, so these things you have to make. Here you can just, like for example, speak the word given on the screen. So these instructions for Maithili, and in some languages we have fixed Maithili, Hindi, and Tamil, Telugu. For other languages we didn't fix, so but we will provide you the English or Hindi sentence of that instructions. You need to only translate, and the instructions same you can translate that instructions and put here inside the question instructions column. Here, like we can say speak the word given on the screen, so you can ask a questions like Kav 3. Okay, so this will be the questions, and here same this is the answer also. So here marks is 1 and 1. After click here on submit, another thing is that you want to see the questions. Okay, what I have inputted is correct or not. I want to edit something. So for that you need to go here and go to view questions item. When you click on view questions item, you can see your questions here. Okay, every questions, and you want to edit the questions which you have inputted later, that will be on the last. Okay, but if you want to add that question should be first, so click on this serial number, and this is on the ascending number. Here if you want to ask the question, no, this Kagar option is not correct, or it should be something else. So what you need to do, just click on the edit button. Here what you can change, you can change these things as well as the options. And if you want this audio file is also not correct, you can replace this audio file also. Okay, so you can listen to this. Okay. So this way you can, change the options. Like I think it should be, if you want, it should be common. So you can edit this and click on update questions item, and details has been updated successfully. So now that's Kagar become Kamar. So this way you can change the questions, you can edit the questions. If you want to change the media file, even you can change the media file also. But it is better try not to edit at first level. If there is there is any mistake, then only you can edit. So before submitting the questions, you should follow the step like everything is correct only. Okay. So this is the way. When you edited these questions, you can see this is you can edit this question 1, and the color of this question become green. Okay, so how many times you have edited that questions, here you can see that. So these are the things which you have to follow during inputting a questions. Okay. So another thing is that if you want to add another types of questions, just for example, you want to add a questions on image, or maybe a questions based on you can say now one questions I will show you like image. So here what you can see, I will show you some image if I have. Wait a minute. Just leave it. For example, I'm just taking this image file. You can input this image. So first make a folder of that image, and this is, for example, writing. So this image, this instruction should be in English, and how I give the name of image. So write DP underscore. So here write DP underscore, just for example, Amit. Okay. So you need to click on submit. Again, here what you need to see is general. Here you can see Amit. Here you can say that JPG. What I say, the image file must be JPG format or JPEG format. Audio file must be in MP3 format. There is no options for video now, but if you want to add video, so your video file should be in .mp4 format. Okay. So here what you need to do, just go for secondary. Here you can say this is long answer questions. Here you need to select describe the picture. Here what you need to, so some points when you are asking a long answer questions. So here this answer should be in points. And how you can write, like first word is pass on. First, like if there is an image, so first you need to recognize that image. Then you can write based on your, so what is the importance of this image? Okay. Like if there is any building or anything, so when it is created, like iska nirman. Okay. So these types of 3, 4, 5 points you can add. And next, this is marks. Here you need to input 5, and here you need to input 5. And next you can submit this button. So this way you can see how we have inputted the questions, and here you can see the view questions item, and here you can view the questions. Okay. So this way you can see your questions. Okay. And if you find if there is some mistake somewhere, so just go back, and here you can just go for edit. And if you want to change this image, but you think this image is wrong, it's uploaded wrongly, so you can change from here, and you can choose some another image. Just for example, look, let's select this image. Okay, so you can change the image also, and just what you need to do here, uploaded image. So that image is updated. So this new image will come. Are you getting the point? So this way you can change the audio file, image file, and you can change the instructions and everything. So this is the basic idea how you need to input the questions. And now the session is open for discussion, and I will share the link with you all. You can try from your side. Okay, is it clear?
हेलो नमस्कार सर।
नमस्कार
सर जो राइटिंग वाला जो सेकंड पॉइंट है, राइट अबाउट ए टॉपिक, सिर्फ हमें उसमें उसका टॉपिक डालना है और उसके बारे में पूछना है कि भी जैसे आपका कोई पसंदीदा त्योहार है, कैसे मनाते हो, या किसी फेमस पर्सनालिटी के बारे में है, या किसी फेमस जगह के बारे में है, टॉपिक लिखना है, या उसके बारे में थोड़ा कोई परिचय भी देना, पैराग्राफ वाला, कैसे क्या करना है इसमें थोड़ा क्लियर करो।
आपको जब आप when you are asking a questions, that time you need to give only questions, that topic, and in answers you have to give some points. Like when a student attempt that questions, what points should be covered at the time of answering that question, and that will help for the evaluator who will check that questions. Okay. So you need to only give topics. When you are asking a questions about image, when that time you need to give only image, and some in answer column you need to ask some you need to supply some cue. Sanket, in Hindi you can say Uttar Sanket. Like when you are answering that questions, what points should be covered inside that questions? Okay, to answer that questions, what points should be covered? That is the thing. Okay.